the Bungoma Senator Moses Masika Wetangula, when he took over the leadership of Ford Kenya Party boldly, during that time, Ford Kenya was heading to a dead end. The party was mainly dominated with members of county assembly. In fact, that time we were calling them councillors before the amalgamation of the 2010 constitution. Then it also had just a few members of national assemblies, MPs elected on Ford Kenya Party. But Masika, when he came in, he resuscitated the party, widened it, and even revamped the party so that it attract more people into that party. And therefore, Ford Kenya, as we are talking now, it has leaders elected right away from governor, members of the National Assembly, MCS, and the senators. Now, before I explain this issue of Mukhisa Kituyi, Ford Kenya, and Raila Odinga, you might be watching me for the first time and you have not yet subscribed to this channel. Please consider using this time to subscribe so that any other time, once we come out with a video like this one, you always get notified. And to everyone who have subscribed, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support to this channel. In fact, the more you subscribe here, the more you help us to reach more people outside here. So just do us one favor by subscribing to this channel. A quick reminder also, we have a membership on this platform. Any one of you guys actually can join the membership with as little as $1. You become a member. And also we have activated the super chat here. Most of our time we are also doing premium. So during that time also, any one of you can super chat us. Now let us get back to our discussion. Now, as we are talking now, for the Kenya Party is in a position whereby it can negotiate with other serious political party leaders in a formation of coalition, because actually it has numbers. At least it has numbers. I'm saying this because you can never compare for the Kenya Party to other parties like NAK Kenya, ile ya Martha Karua. We have another party called CCM, ile ya Isaac Ruto, na ile ya PDP ya Obado. You cannot put Ford Kenya to that level. At least Ford Kenya has leaders elected on that party. It has a say actually. So that's why I'm saying at least Ford Kenya is heading to a direction whereby a serious person can come in to consolidate and form a coalition with Ford Kenya and among other parties. So when you are forming a coalition, at least you can consider to have Ford Kenya Party on the negotiation table. That's why during 2013 election, Raila Odinga had Senator Wetangula negotiating with him, forming Code Coalition. That is the reason why during 2017 general election, in NASA coalition, Senator Wetangula was there negotiating on behalf of Ford Kenya Party. Now, it reached a point when the ODM leader had issues with the NASA principles. It had reached a place whereby he knew there's no way he's going to maintain these leaders under the umbrella of NASA coalition, since the ODM party was not sharing party funds with these leaders the way they had agreed in the memorandum of understanding. ODM also was aggressive to members of parliament and the senators elected from these other parties. So for that reason, Raila in his own wisdom realized that he has to work out on how he can maintain the support of Ford Kenya even if he will not have Senator Wetangula there. And therefore, the move was simple. Since it's hard to manage Wetangula, look for another person to come in Ford Kenya Party to take over the leadership of Ford Kenya and then manage Ford Kenya through that procedure. So Mukhisa Kituyi was the sure bet for the ODM leader. For that reason, the coup was planned, it happened, but it was thwarted. So when Mukhisa Kituyi was coming to Kenya after his UN job, he knew that he's coming back to take over the leadership of Ford Kenya Party and move on into negotiation with Raila Odinga and other serious political party leaders. So he got back to Ford Kenya, where he was a member sometimes back. And therefore, through the court, Senator Masika fought throughout, and the political party tribunal court ruled in favor of Senator Masika, and therefore he got the party back. Now, this was another dead end for Mukhisa Kituyi. It was another dead end of negotiation between Mukhisa Kituyi and Raila Odinga. So both these two leaders were losers in this ruling. Even after that ruling, they went on to fight to see if they will salvage at the end, but that did not happen. And so right now, as we are speaking, the Mukhisa Kituyi who came to Kenya, well received at the airport, and all the mainstream medias focusing on him, they are no longer talking about Dr. Mukhisa Kituyi. The reason is simple here. Mukhisa Kituyi has come to realize that it is going to be too hard to fight, take over leadership of Ford Kenya, or launch a new party, bring outside here, use it to negotiate with other serious principles in other parties. As we are speaking now, Mukhisa Kituyi has been talking about launching his new party that is going to use to campaign for the presidency in 2022 general election. But the question is simple. We are in 2021. 2022 is just 6 months from now. But the doctor is still strategizing on how to form a new political party, come and use it to win an election in 2022. I wonder how serious is he going to take over the leadership of Kenya with a new party that is going to launch at the end, just 1 year to election. It is going to be too hard. So Mukhisa Kituyi has failed Raila Odinga. Mukhisa Kituyi is failing himself. Because now, the next move should have been, if it is going to be too hard to take over the leadership of Ford Kenya, then this leader was supposed to negotiate with the rebels in Ford Kenya. Watu kama akina Eseli Simiyu, who was the former Secretary General of Ford Kenya, the governor who was leading the coup in Ford Kenya, Governor Wangamati, and Wafula wa Munyinya, who was given the position of the leadership of Ford Kenya in the interim position. So all these people could have come together and form another new party. Then from there they can negotiate with other principles. That was what should have happened. But what is happening on ground? These leaders who are rebels in Ford Kenya are realizing that politics in Kenya is still local. For them to get re-elected in their position, they have to mend their way. They have to mend their fences with Senator Masika Wetangula. For them to get back into the negotiation table anywhere, they need leadership. They have to get back to Ford Kenya party. For that reason, through the Ford Kenya deputy party leader, Honorable Onyancha, these leaders are negotiating on how to get back to Senator Masika Wetangula. There is a video I did about this, and I'm going to put a link here. You can watch it. Right now, Governor Wangamati is aware that the Senator Speaker Lusaka is negotiating with Wetangula. For that reason, with a speed, he has moved to make sure that he is reconciling with Wetangula to safeguard his position as the governor of Bungoma. That means the move that Mukhisa Kituyi wanted to happen, the plan that they had to take over the leadership of Bungoma, it has been thwarted. Watu kama Wafula wa Munyinya, they know they will not be re-elected if they don't get back to Ford Kenya, or if they are not going to reconcile with the Masika Wetangula. That is the reason why Wafula wa Munyinya is no longer calling himself the Ford Kenya party leader, the way he has been putting throughout his posts. Now, Eseli Simiyu has gone silent after trying to fight out through the social media. He understands that politics is local. He is making his way back to Ford Kenya party. So Mukhisa Kituyi is left outside there naked. And so even if he is strategizing on how to form a party, come with this party to campaign for his presidency, I'm just laughing at this. How is it going to be possible to convince Kenyans with a new party that none of Kenyans know it. He wants to sell a new party. No one is familiarized with this party. At least it could have been fair, or it could have been better if he was going to use Ford Kenya or another party that is already associated with Kenyans. In that way, it was going to be very easy to sell his candidature to Kenyans ahead of 2022 general election. So be as it may be, Raila Odinga is no longer into negotiation with Mukhisa Kituyi. He has realized that Mukhisa Kituyi is no longer going to make it as a leader seen coming from Western region. For that reason, Raila appreciates the fact that now, if he has to negotiate with the people in Western province or Western region as large, he should be looking for people like Musalia Mudavadi, Senator Wetangula, but at no point then have Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. Besides that, no way. The ODM leader understands this act very nicely. So at the end now, the biggest loser in this case is one Mukhisa Kituyi. If Mukhisa Kituyi could have come home, get back to Ford Kenya party or join ANC party, then he was going to secure a position there. At least maybe go for governorship, go for senatorial position, or go even for member of parliament position. In that way, he could have got it right. But now, the same way he was defeated in 2013 by Senator Wetangula, he is going to be defeated again in case he try it using his new party. So ODM as a party has no time to negotiate with Mukhisa Kituyi. Mukhisa Kituyi, who was working near Raila Odinga, is no longer working near Raila Odinga. Even when Raila got sick up to now, he recovered, but I have not seen Mukhisa Kituyi visiting the ODM leader the same way other leaders have trooping to his home. That means that the gap between Raila and Mukhisa Kituyi is immensely increasing every time. So Mukhisa should be looking for another way to negotiate with other leaders, join any of these parties, either for the Kenya party, or if there is no chance, get to ANC party, because ANC is working closely with Ford Kenya, and if not so, then get to ODM party. But if not so, and if this is not going to happen, then this is the dead end of Mukhisa Kituyi politically. Now, this is the end of our video. Thank you for watching me. Please subscribe and see you in my next video. May good God bless you.